people who can make me laugh. I like having fun. Yes, I like
All right.
having laugh. I like
Let's
having
go! Let's fucking go! All right, it's Tim Heinecker here live in Glendale, California with another wonderful Thursday morning plan for you here, February 9th, 10 a.m. It was just a gorgeous, beautiful day. I can't tell you, folks, this week it's really the skies, gray skies are going, I'll clear up, put on a happy face. Because it's lovely out. A little chilly, a little nippy in the morning, get my nipples tight and rock hard. Well, we don't mind that. Then in the afternoon comes, sun comes out. Boy, oh boy, it's been nice. We have got a packed show, so I'm not going to talk about the weather all morning. I want to welcome Mr. DJ Doug Pound.
Good morning.
And Mr. Jicta Berber.
In honor of our guest today, Marc Summers.
Can I introduce the guest?
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, I have a new catchphrase for today. Let me turn the music down real quick.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon 2, Captain Carlin, Wes,
Hello.
everybody, Luke. Luke, I do not treat you as you are the early seasons of Gilligan's Island, where it was, and the rest.
I'll say.
Poor farmer's daughter, what's her name? Mary Ann, and the doctor didn't have time. Some of the lyricists must be like, I could cram in these names if you want instead of and the rest. Go back. We need to book another hour in the studio. So yes, on the show today we've got from Mork and Mindy, Marc Summers. Marc Summers. Marc Summers from my childhood.
Nah.
And you turn on the damn Food Network, goddamn guy's on there 24/7. He's like the Wolf Blitzer of the Food Network.
Whoa. Oh, that's slime.
They cooking up slime?
Mm-hmm. Bright and green.
And worldwide country music sensation, top artist of the year. Top artist of the year, Margo Price, be coming in to perform one of her #1 smash singles. That's Top of the Pops, folks. And a little bit of business here before we get into the main show. I'm jazzed today, right? Am I talking too fast?
Up.
I took cocaine this morning. Smoked it. You ever smoke it? You
I
can
never tried smoking.
Yeah.
You put on the tin foil?
I got a pipe.
You just put on
I
the
got a
pipe.
pipe. It's a rock. It's like a little rock.
I like to smoke my tobacco on the tin foil, T.
Okay.
Kind of put a little pipe in front of it.
Yeah, a little pipe. Normally I'd smoke weed in that, but I put a little rock, cocaine rock in
Where do
there.
you get yours at?
Cocaine?
Yeah. Dark web, or what do you got? You got a guy?
Pot. It's a clove cigarette.
Thank you, Bill. Wake up! No, I just had a second cup of Joe. It might as well. Got a live show today going 2 hours, but if you're not watching live, please join us at patreon.com/officehours live, where you'll find the second half of the show and so much more. So much great gifts we provide.
The pleasure's all mine.
I want to give on a very serious note, today's super chats are all going to the, come on, Matt.
Wimp.
We don't know the pronunciation. We just read it. It's basically earthquake relief.
Turkey.
Basma and Zaytuna.
Thank you.
Basically.
It's basically going to the terrible, unimaginable, incomprehensible. Thank you. Incomprehensible major earthquake that happened in Syria and Turkey.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, would you please? But listen, send us your money and we will send it to this organization. And
we'll match it.
We'll match it. There you go. Well, don't send too much now.
Within reason.
It's awful. I heard this woman on NPR this morning. It just killed me. So terrible what's happening there. I can't comprehend the numbers. It's too much. But we can do something. We can all get together as a family here and do our best to help. And so please do that. What else we have? other bad news in the world of music. Not that the earthquake is in the world of music. The Grammys happened. No. We lost our great Burt Bacharach
Very sad. Day.
today. Very bad. Very bad for
My
everybody.
favorites.
I mean, you just can't overestimate or underestimate. What can you do? You can't underestimate the genius of this man, the music. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Friend of the show, of course, with Dionne Warwick.
Dion, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Friend of a friend of the
Say a
show.
little prayer for me, whenever, until da. Shit, man, that guy was a legend. I heard another. I'm listening to NPR, driving my kids to school. I get all my news, and they said they're playing. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. And this woman goes, that's as she closed her segment on the passing of Burt Bacharach. She said, Burt Bacharach had a lot of love in his life. He was married 4 times.
That's a positive spin on.
I know. It's just
Yes.
a lot of heartbreak too, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't imagine. I mean, I'm married once. You have been married twice.
Easy now.
Yes.
Was it 4 at once though?
But 4 seems, man, can you imagine going through 4 marriages? Like, I guess I'm going, like,
I haven't
after
been through one, so I can't
after
imagine.
2, maybe.
You just give
But
up.
the guy's 94. I mean, that's a long
Well,
life.
after, at 94, you got to probably rack up 4.
I hope to someday get to 4.
Well, we miss him. Never got him on the show. Isn't that a shame?
Some of these Mormons go through like 38 marriages, T.
Well, let's say hello to somebody out there in the world. We can quickly say hello and good morning to you. I know we have lots to get to today. Come on in.
And somebody's here.
Is that our new Zoom?
Doorbell, yeah.
Is that our
Wait
new?
a second.
No, it's in the
Oh,
studio.
somebody's in somebody's in the house.
Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. Surprise guest.
Oh my God, he's gonna break stuff.
What are you doing? Ow. Stop it.
Keep them away from me.
Get out of here.
Stop!
All right, sit down.
Tim!
This is a
Jesus!
Ow!
Why are you slapping everybody? Oh.
What?
What's the matter?
I don't know!
What is? Are you all right?
No!
You just keep flying in here.
Sorry.
Look at the dog is running.
Away. He never runs.
I've just had a really tough year.
So what? It's only February.
February.
Calm down. What's the problem?
I don't know. Hey guys.
You are on tour. I thought you were on. I saw you were on tour.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Why are
really.
you here? I don't.
Well, we did a kind of a rough show at the Casbah.
In the
By rough,
Casbah?
it was actually such a great show, but
Okay.
it was but
Says you. If anybody's at the Casbah, call in to confirm.
yeah, actually truly call in.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was a kind of a rough, pass at it, and
Okay.
then we're this Sunday we're gonna be in LA, and then we're gonna head on up to Vancouver, and then you've heard it here first, Seattle,
Right.
and then Portland,
You
and
have
then
not
San
announced-
Francisco.
So you have not announced the Seattle show. Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I fucked up there.
I loved you. I love you, but I love
excited.
I love that if you're not following John Early on Instagram, it is worth the money. I don't know.
I charge.
He had this, and I just felt for you because I've been in this situation so many times. You book
Yeah.
these shows, everyone's very excited. It sells out, and
First
then they're
one
like, "We
sold
got
out.
to add a late show," and then it stalls.
Total
Stall. So you're like, "Well, everybody's coming to that first show are the only people that are coming to this show.
I know.
They got the tickets."
I know, and it's all up to us. There's no advertising industry anymore.
No,
it's
there's
just
no
all up
promotion.
to the individual. You just
Yeah.
it's so undignified.
And
it
then
sucks.
the algorithm crushes that stuff because
Yeah.
they don't want you promoting. They just want your pictures of what you had for lunch, John.
Just watching my algorithms get crushed.
The likes on Twitter have been really, really.
So go see
devastating.
John Early.
Please, I'm serious. You
No,
guys.
no, this is confusing though. Don't go see the John Early Late Show, which is cute.
That is cute. Actually, maybe I could work that into some of the promo materials.
How late is it?
10.
It's not too bad.
My fans don't have jobs.
Easy now.
Okay.
And that's why they
I'm
can't
Johnny
afford the
Cash.
tickets. The tickets
I
are
know.
expensive though. $3,000 for the late show. I understand now. You're like Bruce. What do you think? You're Bruce Springsteen. Are you sticking around?
Yeah.
You're not able to go.
Well, I'm not going to be here the whole time. But the first hour, the free hour.
Okay. You know this Mark Summers?
I heard. This
You got
is
to
huge.
stick in for that.
How did you guys land that?
You pay, baby. You pay. 10 G's. 10 G's to have Mark Summers on the show.
Wow.
No, I don't know. He's got a new show out, and we are the top promotional. We're like it's like doing Carson.
That's why I'm
You know,
here.
you
It's
come
like
in-
doing Rogan.
Yeah.
Corden, and then you do us. That's what Margo prayed. She was Corden last night. Us
But-
today.
She's Nashville, you know, Margo.
Yeah, so you should at least interface.
Is she going to be here in person or on
Yeah.
Zoom? She's going to be here in person?
Yeah.
She's gonna
It's
play a
cool.
song.
Major.
Second half, she'll play a
It's
song.
Oh my
major.
God.
And I just have bad news for the Zoomers. Boy, do I love you. But how the hell am I going to take one of your calls today is my question. Let's take one quick, just so I can say, see, this we have to keep moving. Oh, wait, is my enemy, Danielle,
price is wrong,
my
bitch.
number one enemy on the baby?
Who's that?
We got a baby.
Oh, really?
this the baby
Oh,
that-
yes.
This is my my
right.
prediction.
Yeah.
This baby
Look,
is
I
going
made
to
him a
come and
shirt.
get me when he's older.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
no. I just know it. Hey, you son of a bitch, you stay away from me. You hear me? Look at him. What's his name again? This was the...
Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy. As in Lucifer.
Lucy.
Lucifer.
Goddamn John Early doesn't even put his damn
He
headphones
hasn't
on.
been hearing what we've been doing behind.
I know I didn't hear any of the cues.
That's the way it should be. How are you, little Lucy? Yes, it's me. Oh, don't you look at me like that, you son of a bitch.
I love you, Daddy.
Wow.
You say hi?
Oh, I love my
Yeah,
enemy.
look at that.
Look at that beautiful baby. Matt, this is how we get ratings.
Son of a bitch.
Now, all right, thank you. Goodbye. I'll see you in my
son of a
worst
bitch.
nightmares when you're 23 years old.
Look at him. Her. Oh, no.
Well, that's what
What's
I can't
happening?
remember.
It's a boy, right?
It's a boy named Lucy.
The
Could
boy.
be a cool name
Yeah.
for a Netflix animated show. Oh, look at I
look at
love
Lucy.
Mom.
Aw.
Lucy.
We love it.
You got some explaining to do.
Now, I want to bring something up with you, John.
Yeah.
Last time we saw each other together, I guess. Is on the Tom Sharpling show that I guested. You and Claudia came in. We did a very controversial episode where we talked about the worst Beatles songs. And I knew this going in that you did not know much about the Fab Four. You were a little in the dark.
That's a sound effect.
You didn't know
Yeah,
shit.
no, I didn't know anything. I knew the hits. You know, my family
Yeah.
had the number ones
Yeah.
album, of course. You know, it was playing at every Starbucks in my childhood.
Yes. But you were intrigued by our conversation.
I was. You guys were talking about it with such eloquence and passion, and I don't know. It shook something up in me, and most of all, I just wanted to be included.
Yeah.
You know?
You wanted to be in the gang.
Yeah, it was hard.
But you went in deep.
I went in real deep.
Because it was over like the holidays or
Thanksgiving.
something.
We can say Thanksgiving here.
We don't like to.
I actually don't have that much a problem with that.
One.
And you got hooked.
I got totally hooked.
Are you still in? Are you still there?
I'll tell you where I am right now,
Yeah.
and I've been there for a while, and we may have talked about this, but I'm in George World.
Oh boy.
No.
I'm in All Things Must Pass. I cannot
Oh!
get over
Whoa.
You know
that
what's-
album.
You know what's wait till you hit the record after that, Living in the Material World.
Yeah.
I almost like it more.
Interesting. That seems like
it's
you're taking a position, sweetie.
Yeah.
I love records.
It's very like it's not as good as All Things Must Pass, God bless. But it has this focus to it.
Yeah.
It's not as sprawling. It's
Right.
it's quieter. It's got a little. It's not as Phil Spector blown out.
I would say it's focused in its sprawling quality.
That
But
is
let's keep going. Let's keep going. Move on. Move on.
That is probably the worst
right.
album. The album I hate most.
Paul.
What is that?
He's talking about an album that you didn't like.
That is probably the worst album. The
his
album
own.
I hate most.
It's not him.
It's 100% him, yeah.
I don't know about that.
That's him.
Is it from?
I swear.
Is he whispering it to
Yeah,
somebody?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, I'm really sorry I do that sometimes.
Well, we wanted to do something special.
Yeah.
we are going to do a world premiere. And this is, you requested this.
This is the song in my first just like cursory listen as I was preparing the Thanksgiving meal. This was when I was like, oh, so they're freaks. Like I didn't know. Like,
And
I feel
folks,
like
I'll tell you something. This, we won't say what it is. This ain't fucking I Am the Walrus or some shit. This
no,
isn't,
exactly.
This
Exactly.
isn't. This
Got
is
my
your
mind
right.
set on you, right? That's what we're doing?
All right, I got to take this out so we can get our close blend.
Do you think I
harmony.
should?
So come in here, remember?
Oh, of course.
By the way, John storming in was a bit. It was we knew he was coming. Okay, don't be an idiot.
I didn't know.
Master Moonlight, you came to me one summer night, and from your beam you made my dream, and from the word you sent my girl. And now she's burning in light. Why? Love is mine. I think you'll find, 'cause we love you, Mr. Moonlight. Mr. Moonlight, come again, please. Here I am on my knees, begging if you please. In the night you don't come my way, I'm praying all each day, 'cause we love you, Mr. Moonlight. Thank you. So we. that was deranged.
That was huge. How are the fans responding?
What are the what are
What are the
people
numbers?
saying?
What are the
I'm
numbers?
checking here.
What are they
John
fucking
Mania.
saying, Doug?
They think he's your son.
I don't like
true.
jazz.
Can we hear my guitar?
I heard it.
Oh yeah.
On the, I mean, in the room you can, of course. But was it getting Luke?
Sure.
Was it getting picked up? Okay.
It's great.
We got to get a mix of that and put it out on SoundCloud.
That could be huge.
No.
Well, once you come in and we'll do a proper take. Of it.
Yeah.
But you're right. What a fun song. And
It's
people,
such a
it's
good
of course
song.
it's a cover. So
No, I want to be clear. It's absolutely covered. Oh, is that why it wasn't included in the discuss? Or it was included? Didn't people try to suggest that it was one of the worst?
people don't like that song.
That's so shocking to me.
The organ is, but I love it.
The
Believe me.
organ is. What about the organ?
I don't know, like rock fuckers think it's like it's too so corny, man.
I love the.
And I love it.
I love the organ.
And it's one of John's best rock vocals.
Unreal.
All right, enough.
Okay, sorry. Moving on.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm making a record this week.
Really?
Yeah.
You
You know I do
churn
music?
them? No. No. You churn them out.
Tim, what
Well,
covers
you
are
make
you
it
gonna
sound
add?
like a negative thing. Like it's-
No. You're prolific.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Any covers that we can expect? Sort of like how the Beatles used to do?
No covers yet. I made a joke about doing a cover. What was it? Oh, I know what it was.
yeah.
Listen to the music
Yeah.
by the Doobie Brothers. oh, listen to the music. Oh, listen to the music all the time. Like the joke was that we would spend like all day making like a perfect cover of it that nobody wants. Fucking oh, listen to the music.
We were gonna do that with Celebrate.
That's a good cover right there.
Just totally sincere.
Down, down, down.
There's a party going on right here.
All right. I got to prepare for my Mark Summers interview. What the hell am I going to say?
Well, what's the new show? What's the new show? Not to-
Unwrapped. No,
Unwraps.
Unwraps. No, I feel good about it.
Okay,
and you
cool.
can chime in on it too.
Oh.
Now let's take another call. Oh, let's do City of the Day. Oh, let's catch our breath. Do you like being on the road? It was good last night. Why are you off mic?
I don't get it. I figured you. Okay, shh.
The city of the day is sponsored by. Oh boy, this is too small. I can't read it. What? Ronald Madonna. Want some edgy rock and roll with your burger? Introducing Ronald Madonna, the new music. The new. Wait. Let me take it back. I really didn't read this one.
You got this.
Ronald Madonna. Want some edgy rock and roll with your burger? Introducing Ronald Madonna, the new musical clown. I can't say the word clown. It's too hard. Ronald Madonna, the new musical clown from McDonald's. Every time you purchase the new Dark Mac with cheese combo, you'll get a free download of one of his new songs, such as World Domination.
We're gonna take over every country with a place to go when you're hungry. World domination, every nation.
Or check out Drive Through.
When my crush rolls up in the drive-thru, I really wish that she was my boo. The red and yellow paint on my face is a smile, but I feel like a real disgrace.
And The Taste of Anger.
Everybody is a taste of anger. Doing the burgers makes me hate my world.
Yes, Ronald Madonna's music comes in all types of today's styles, and he's got some cool bandmates too. The Ham Murderer on guitar, Mayor McDisease on drums, and of course Grimace on bass. Check this out when you order a miserable meal. You'll get a link to the new Ronald Madonna song, Bovine Hellscape.
Bovine hellscape. In the forest for meat. Better eat your Dark Max, cause the world will be dead soon.
So rock hard all month with Ronald Madonna while supplies last only at McDonald's. All right, you're putting that out as an EP, Doug. Do you understand?
Very
Under the
nice.
Office Hours record label.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Ronald Madonna. All right, who's our city of the day, Matthew?
Joss, you're up, Joss.
Hello.
Hi, Joss.
Joss Stone.
Glasgow.
Joss
Glasgow's the city of
Wheaton.
the day. Glasgow in Scotland.
Ooh, Glasgow, you coming to my show?
Absolutely.
TimHeidecker.com/live. Tickets still available for some cities, but I believe sold out in Glasgow.
Oh, really? Ah,
Hey,
brilliant.
Josh.
Did you get tickets yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. For tickets.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
I can't wait to get there. I mean, we're talking about a month away. We're going to be up there. You
Is
believe that?
Vancouver? Sorry, Vancouver's close to
Scotland?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I think.
Other
Yeah.
side
I think
of
a
the
lot of
globe.
Scottish people live in Canada because it is direct.
Maybe you could come see the show.
How are you? What can you tell me about Glasgow? I can't wait.
Well, I know you love Batman, Tim.
I love Batman. Yeah.
They filmed a bit of the last Batman movie here.
All right.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the set.
You might not remember, but at the end of the film, they're on their motorbikes. Batman and Catwoman. They're going through like a really gothic graveyard. That was all filmed in.
Are we talking about the new Batman, the Batman,
Yeah.
with Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson? That was a bit of a bummer, that movie.
I didn't see it.
Actually, in that film,
Did you watch the Banshees of Inisherin yet?
No, I
Oh,
haven't.
yeah.
You son of a bitch.
tour.
Where is that in Ireland? That's what I want to know.
Oh, it's the West Coast, I believe. All right, we're not talking about Ireland with this guy here. He's Scotland. People make that mistake. It's disrespectful. Well, listen, I'd love to say hi to you at the show. Okay, I'll wave at you.
Oh yeah, it's 3 days before my birthday, so.
All right, hold on. Let me make a note
Exciting.
of that. What are you turning, 21?
No, 33.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday. When's your birthday?
January 21st.
Fuck.
What?
Did I wish you a happy birthday?
Absolutely not. Whereas I wished you won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Saying
Claudia
you
did.
won. I know, it was, yeah. Claudia
She
did.
didn't. Yeah. Okay. Fuck me then. I gotta put you in my calendar. And I'll never forget. I will live and die by my calendar. If it ain't in there, I don't do it.
It's amazing.
Okay. I got every shit I take every day is in my calendar. 7 a.m. Shit. 7:05 flush. 7:06 wipe. Why do I flush before I wipe though? Is my question.
You like to leave the.
Yeah, that's true. I do number 2, then I flush, then I wipe, then I flush again. I don't like that toilet paper messing around with that shit.
You don't want that. You don't want that too to be sitting in there smelling up. You got to flush it immediately.
All right. Jesus Christ. Matt.
The Scotsman is
Should we
like.
talk to Mark?
Mark leave.
Did Mark leave yet?
Yes.
Great American food.
What an intro.
Oh boy. No, listen.
We have pizzas.
I'm nervous.
We have 300 hamburgers.
I know the guy's going to be a nice guy. I mean, he can't. What if Mark Summers is a huge dick? Let's find out.
I'm so excited.
Mark, are you
I'm not what you said. Trust
are
me.
you a bad guy?
I don't think so. Most people seem to think I'm a pretty good guy.
Well, you seem like it. I mean, sometimes you don't know. You get this impression of how people are presented, but then you find out that they're terrible people. But we'll do a full background check on you. We'll make
Would you
sure.
please check it out? Send me a copy.
What a pleasure it is to have you on my show. I can't tell you. We got John Early here.
I'm sure
Hi,
you're
John.
familiar. Hi, nice to meet you. Truly an honor, seriously.
John's one of our bright young stars in the comedy world. He's
Nice.
incredible. Where are you zooming in from?
The Central Coast of California in Santa Barbara.
Oh, beautiful. You've got a charmed, beautiful life up there, I'm sure.
Yes, I do. It's I worked my ass off to get here, but it's actually very nice.
Can I ask you a little about how we know you? Like, how did you start? What's the Mark Summers origin story? Because suddenly you're a person that everybody I know, it couldn't be happier that you're here. How do I come to know you? What's that first thing that happened to you that got you in front of me and everybody I know?
Well, I suppose it was Double Dare. We kind of put Nickelodeon on the map back in the 80s. 1986 is when we went on the air. Then I did another show called What Would You Do? So I was at Nick for about 9 years.
But let me stop you there. How did you get on Double Dare?
Yeah, what's the origin?
What's the origin? I want to go.
Oh, the origin.
The
I was
Christopher
a
Nolan
professional
gritty
magician
origin story.
who then became a regular at the Comedy Store in 1976. So I was doing stand-up.
Okay.
Doing warm-ups on TV shows, but always wanted to host programs and kept auditioning. And they had auditioned 2,000 people for Double Dare. And through a series of callbacks, I was the guy who got the job. We shot 525 episodes of it. We toured it. We were on the road doing 20,000 seat arenas. And so many of you grew up watching me, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I did.
That's incredible. And did you like doing the show? Was it?
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
It was fun.
What
It was great. It was exactly what you wanted to do.
11-year-olds, you know.
What's that?
I said, what would be wrong with throwing green liquids at 11-year-olds? It was just fun. Well, and it was a good gig.
Did any ever get hurt? Was it like really heavy slime? Did it come down and crash on them? And anyone
We
ever
had
cry?
one kid in all the obstacle courses get hurt, but on their releases, they lied. The kid had glass bones, and so when he went to stop himself when he was falling, his arm broke and his bone went right through his arm.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh my gosh! I remember that
Well,
episode.
they weren't live, right? The
No, no, we
episodes?
stopped.
Okay, good.
Where is that? Is that shot in like Burbank or somewhere like that? Back in.
Initially Philadelphia, then we moved it to New York, and then there was a Nick Studios down in Orlando for a number of years, and we shot a bunch of episodes down there as well.
And then how do you move from that to Unwrapped? Because that is a totally different thing. But again, another thing where you just become, you're like ubiquitous in everyone's lives because you turn on the TV and there you are walking around factories and looking at candy. Like,
yeah, I was producing shows and was in pitching another chef, trying to get them a program. And management decided that they wanted me to host something. So we did Unwrapped for a number of years, about 11 or 12, I think. And then I became an exec producer over at Food Network, doing a show called Dinner Impossible and then Restaurant Impossible. So it's been kind of a charmed existence since '86, kind of going from one job to the other. In between there, I was doing a couple of talk shows at Lifetime. I hosted a game show on History Channel. So it's just been one good job after another, pretty much.
you just you love it. There's not.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like too much.
No, I've never worked a day in my life. That's how I feel.
You love the travel, like, because that Unwrapped show has you traveling all over the place.
The travel gets a little old. When we did this last tour, right before COVID, we did about 80 cities in a year and a half doing Double Dare again. That was when I did it when I was 35 versus doing it when you're in your late 60s. It's more of a challenge, but it's still fun.
Can I ask what's the most like disgusting? Like, have you walked away from an Unwrapped episode being like, I'm never going to eat that, based on your experience in the?
He's not going to throw anybody under the bus, John.
Sorry.
No, I really no. I mean, think about it. We do a lot of, we talk about Hershey Kisses and Tootsie Rolls and Star-Kissed tuna. I mean, I haven't really had anything that's gross or disgusting.
You know what's gross? My wife. I'm from outside of Hershey, Pennsylvania, Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And so I had Hershey in my life, big time. And you know what the secret of Hershey's is?
What?
Tell me.
Slightly, no joke, slightly spoiled milk.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's in the milk chocolate. That's what they add to.
Like
I'm not kidding, 100%.
Like
Look it up.
Like a.
Yeah, like a what's it called?
Kefir.
Kefir. Yeah.
Labna.
Like a yogurty. It's just so it has like if you next time you have a milk Hershey's milk chocolate. You'll feel it. There's a little sourness to it,
undertaste.
just a touch.
Boy, Mr. Unwrapped never was told that. I have to put that out.
Well, we have a little surprise for you. It's very pleasant. I think so. I think unless you're worried this guy's gonna hunt you down. Is he on Zoom?
Yeah.
So this guy, what's his name?
Ronnie.
Ronnie in Bethlehem is such a fan. I was going to say freak, but he's a fan. Look, he has. If you can see him, can he make sure he can see him?
Speak up, Ronnie.
Ronnie?
Where's Ronnie?
Hey, everybody. Good to be back.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. You've got the Nick logo behind you. Where did you get that?
So this is the guest room in my house, which is just completely 90s Nickelodeon themed.
That's way cool, man.
Show us the rest of the room.
And there's a baby in there now. Look at that.
Yes, and there's a baby in here. My son, Nicholas Elodian.
No.
Oh, my.
Do you have any Double Dare stuff in there?
Yeah, there's Nicholas Elodian. I got a TV with a VCR built into it and a Jungle Green N64.
I see Figure It Out. I see a bunch of signs. I see no Double Dare or What Would You Do signage.
Yeah, Mark, I did feel very bad about that coming onto the show today that I didn't have more Double Dare merch. I do have prizes that would be given away on Double Dare. I've got this cool vintage landline phone.
That's awesome.
That's a collector's item right there, my friend.
Siblings thing. I do have the oral history of the golden years that you wrote the forward in.
Yep.
As well. And I recently got an original Furby, so that was exciting.
Whoa.
Not connected with Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that's not connected to.
Yeah.
Actually, a friend of mine created the Furby.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you found the connection.
There it
Did
is.
you know
No,
that?
they advertised the hell out of Furbies on Nickelodeon.
Oh,
so
okay.
Okay.
I'll say. I'll say.
Let me
So
judge.
explain to me what your fascination is with all the Nick shows.
Mental illness, I assume. No, I'm just.
Yeah, I grew up in a family of 7 kids, a very small house, and so as I went throughout my life, it was like that is what was on the TV because there were always smaller children in the house. So I just found myself, in love with Nickelodeon. There's nothing more powerful than nostalgia, and so especially for people visiting my house, they get to come and come into this room and feel like they were a kid again. And
March 17, 18, 19, I'm going to be in Hartford, Connecticut doing something called 90s Con. I have all sorts of Double Dare merch. You should come and I'll help you out a little bit on that.
Oh, I would love that.
Wow. Let's do it. We'll set that up.
And then something with my tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, hi, John. My wife and I are really big Search Party fans. It's really cool that you're on the show today.
Thank you. That's very sweet. Can I just say something? I think Nickelodeon actually took care of kids. Because it was silly, it was spooky, it was strange.
Definitely.
And whereas not Mark, I'm not going to involve you in this, but I'm just going to say Disney is so perverted.
All right.
I'm sorry.
That's none of Mark's
for kids.
business.
They're literally all the girls in Disney shows have low-rise jeans.
Really?
I feel like in the early 2000s it was midriff bearing 10-year-olds. Whereas Nickelodeon was, and they had full Desperate Housewives curls, beach wave, extensions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really sick. And I think Nickelodeon always actually was silly and
Right.
Well, what about these M&Ms?
And I think we
Right.
hit the kids, they were real. We didn't have the midriffs and the blonde hair and the blue eyes and makeup and all this stuff.
Right.
All the kids who were on our show were just real people. I mean, their hair was bad and they had acne and, across the way could identify with them. And you're right. We were silly, we were goofy, and we just had fun. So I appreciate those comments.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice work,
and I
John.
think that Double Dare helped open the doors for all of that silliness.
Yeah.
Too. Because it was really kind of one of the first shows of its kind.
Yeah, you can't do that on television. It was a little bit before us,
Yeah.
and they kind of opened that door, and then we ran with it.
Yeah, that's what I grew up on. In my life, I had Weird Al, and I had You Can't Do That on Television. Were full, character building, defining experiences for me.
Can we get Barf on the show?
Barf. Oh, Barf. Is he
Barf,
still with us?
yeah.
Barf the chef.
I heard that.
All right, stop.
We actually had Weird Al as a contestant on Double Dare once.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Yeah, he's great.
I've never
Very
seen
smart.
it.
Tell me about your new show.
It's a podcast called Mark Summers Unwraps, and what we're doing is taking the fact that most folks at home watch a movie or go to a Broadway show or a TV show, and they say, "Boy, the people who are in that show are the luckiest humans in the world." And what they don't realize is all the obstacles that were in their way for them to get to where they are. And why is it that some people go up, around, over, and through and succeed, and other people retreat and go home and say, "Screw it, I'm not doing this." And so we start off with Anthony Ramos, who I did theater with for a while. He ended up doing Hamilton, and he's starring in every movie right now.
Right.
We have a Guy Fieri, Al Roker, Michael Malley is one of our guests, Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias. And we've had some great stories. We launch the 13th, which is Monday, on wherever you get your podcasts, as they say, iHeart and Spotify.
It's just audio?
No, audio and video.
Oh, cool. Cool. So you get
Did
to
you
see.
kind of break down the barrier?
Well, can I should be a guest because I've had great adversity in my life.
Oh, tell me. This is the pre-interview.
I'm
He
trying
once
to think.
got pits in his olives on a pizza.
Yeah, I got there. This place, let me tell you, Mark.
I hate olives, first of all. Okay?
I love olives, but give me your judgment on this. As a food guy, as a guy that knows courtesy, I go to this place in L.A.
Yep.
It's a
Where
club.
was it?
It's called Zebulon. I'm saying it.
Wow.
I'm saying it.
Oh,
Zebulon.
no.
They have a personal pizza. On the personal pizza, unlisted on the menu
It's a
item.
dark music venue, by the way. It's
Dark
not-
music venue. They've got olives, but get this, Mark. The pits are in them.
Yes, that's wrong. That place has no idea what they're doing.
No, I take a bite. I nearly chip a tooth.
No, fuck your tooth, right? Of course.
I wish I would have, because then I
100%
would have sued. No, that's basically the only. I was stabbed in the back a few times, literally. No joke. Type my name in, stabbed. It's a great story. You didn't know
Everybody in
that?
the industry has been through some stuff, I mean, you just
Yeah.
don't walk in and get the gig.
No, that's right. It's like Ringo Starr says, don't come easy.
Are you a Beatles fan?
Oh, of course, I grew up with them, man.
What do you do when you're not? What do you do when you're not making shows? Are you just constantly working? Is there something you love to do that has nothing to do with your career?
I was constantly working from about 1973 until about 3 years ago. I was running around like a crazy man.
Yeah.
And then this little thing called COVID happened, and it made me wake up to the fact that maybe I don't need to be doing this quite as much. So I pulled back tremendously, and I'm trying not to work quite as much. And I feel better about it. I believe it or not, I take a 5-mile walk every day.
Oh my God,
that's great.
Contemplate my navel and listen to podcasts and listen to music and listen to all sorts of stuff. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now, quite honestly. And then, doing the podcast and doing this thing, this 90s con, and
awesome.
Consulting on a few shows. So I'm having fun.
People love you, Marc. The reaction we got that you were coming on the show was gleeful. It was people
I've heard that in a while.
What?
Lethal, he said.
No, lethal. No, it was
Gleeful.
Gleeful.
Yeah, no, nice.
What was the other thing? Oh, we just wanted to the fucking Burt Reynolds thing. I can't. What was the story there? You were a guest on Jay Leno, I guess.
Yeah, I was on the Tonight Show, and Burt happened to be on the show that night. He was out of his mind. And
wait, stop you there. What do you mean by out of his mind?
Well, he just seemed edgy. He was going through a divorce.
Yeah.
His career was kind of on the downward direction. He had written this book and I guess was trying to tell his side of the story. And for whatever reason, he walked into that show angry. And I was on, and he kind of made a comment that my back was to him and I should be talking to him as well. Well, when you're on a talk show,
you're in the middle of the two
He
guys.
wasn't the host.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? And so he took water and dumped it on my crotch. The story was, I was talking about a Nickelodeon story, and he said, "Boy, that sounds great. Who told you that?" And I said, "My wife. And by the way, I'm still married."
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Now, wait. So did that just come out of your head without thinking? It was just
I'm a stand-up man. I looked at him as a heckler.
It was a light burn.
Yeah, exactly. And when he heard that line, he took a thing of water and poured it on my crotch. And when I tried to reciprocate, he straight armed me, and the cup went in my face. I thought he had broken a tooth. And all hell had kind of broken out. And as I was talking to Jay, he was laying down on the couch, and I took water and I threw it on him.
Yeah.
And what you didn't see at home was the audience gave me a standing ovation when I did that.
Sure.
Because they were really digging him that night. And the next thing I know, there were pies that came out, and we got into a massive pie fight. And, it was insanity, needless to say. People thought it was set up. It was not. It was 100% all ad lib.
But they have pies standing by.
Did
they do the pies after the water thing?
Let me tell you the story. About that. So I was coming on, and originally I was supposed to do a magic trick, and I was supposed to do some physical challenges a la Double Dare. And Jay put the kibosh on that right before the show and said, I don't want to do that stuff. I don't want to.
That's pretty good.
So the pies were backstage. That's the big question. Where did the pies come from?
Right.
The props had been bought, and they were backstage. So if you look at the videotape and you go on YouTube and Google Marc Summers and Burt Reynolds, you'll see Jay look at the camera and say to the stage manager, "Get the pies."
Jay's quick. What was the final moment with Burt? Did you guys shake hands, or was it just? Let's show this real quick.
He hugged me. Are you going to show it?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You did it with a smile, though.
Shit!
Whoa,
that is intense.
Right?
Yeah. Don't you? Yeah. He's a mean son of a bitch. That Burt Reynolds. You should have ripped his toupee off. That would have been funny.
My son said, "Dad, why didn't you rip his toupee off?" But I don't want to get onto that level.
No,
but he hugged me at one point and whispered in my ear, "The only reason I did that is because I really like you."
Okay. Well, he was probably desperate to get some kind of energy in that, get something going or something. I watched. I'm a big Johnny Carson fan, like watching the old 70s, 80s shows, and they're all on YouTube, and they do a pretty good job of clipping them out. And there was, coincidentally, the other day, there's this clip that from the 70s, I think. Yeah, I think it was it's definitely the 70s, of Burt Reynolds on the show, and he's in a full brown patent leather, top and bottom, which was okay for the time, but it was very strange looking. And he had just done a movie with Art Carney, and Art Carney comes out as a surprise guest, and the bit was that Art Carney's just wearing boxers. And he's wearing like a sport coat and boxers, and he comes out, and Burt Reynolds, he's got a terrible laugh. He's got like a real kind of laugh.
Yeah.
He's crying, like everybody's like for 5 minutes, like crying, laughing, like scream laughing.
Yeah.
And it's just Art Carney in in boxers, and it just kind of makes Burt Reynolds look like a little goofy.
Yeah.
But so
what is it that you like about Johnny?
I love how relaxed it is. It feels like there's all the time in the world. And if you watch these late night shows now, it's just bing, 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 bing. There's no time to sit with anybody. Yeah. I think he's like an okay interviewer, but I think it's a nice like nostalgia trip too. It's just like,
Yeah, I think Letterman was great, and Kimmel is about the only person I can kind of watch these days.
Yeah, I mean the whole format seems kind of like an antique in a way,
I agree.
I mean these long form conversations are much more fun, I watched this old Conan interview with Joey Ramone, and it was okay, but it's like 5 minutes, and he's like, "Well, we'd love to have you back." I'm like, "Dude, you just sat down, like, hang out for a minute, get to know each other."
Yeah.
But with that said, I gotta let you go. That just landed there. It was very nice to have you on, though, for real, Mark. It's very sweet of you to take a minute for us.
I appreciate that. We launch on Monday the 13th, Marc Summers Unwrapped, so I hope people tune in, and thanks for your opportunity to get me here to promote it.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Take care.
We love you, Mark.
And hey, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Same to you.
I don't know. All right. See you, man.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Bye, Ronnie. All right. Rate my interview.
I was stunned.
You're like this. Oh, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
I thought you were you were very warm.
Yeah.
I was worried you might be a little hostile.
Oh, there's a lot to be hostile about.
But I thought that was so
here?
sweet.
Wait, someone else is here?
Oh dear, I can't take any more guests, I'm afraid.
Oh
my God! Good morning. Hi. I know you guys are country rockers, so this is nice to have you in the morning here. Basic good morning. Hi, nice to meet you.
So nice to
meet you.
you.
Nice to meet you. We're live on the air. Margo Price just walked in, stormed in. And John Early, get the hell out of here.
Can John sit there? Or
He could. Do you know John Early? Are you familiar with the John Early vibe?
We're Nashville.
Oh, he doesn't have a mic now.
Maron. Look at that beautiful Gibson. Oh my God, I just had crazy flashback feel. Is that my work?
This is your work.
Really?
This is out of our prize.
She's holding up the Tim and Eric. What season is that? 5?
How do you know? I'm signing that.
Please. I brought it all the way from Nashville.
It's going to be at 90s Con with Marc Summers. We just talked to Marc Summers. Do you know Marc Summers?
Marc Summers, I was just stalking.
I don't think her mic is on yet, guys.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Luke, is that muted?
Come on, Luke.
Can we run in and get her set up?
Chicken dinner.
No, we got to take care of John first. John needs to be on mic as soon as possible. He's freaking out.
I'll say.
Give me a microphone. All right, let's just settle for a minute. Why don't we take a zoomer while you figure this? Just 1 sec.
Okay.
Hello.
Let's talk to Jimber. He's doing dishes, apparently.
Jimber!
Who the hell is Jim?
Here's
Hey,
Jimber.
Jim.
Can you hear me?
Jim.
Yes.
This is my impression of Spock talking to Commander Kirk. Jim. It's exactly what it
just
sounds
eating
like.
lunch.
Yeah. What's going on there, Jim?
I want to chime in because I got a ticket to John Early's Late Show here in Brooklyn. So I wanted to rep the Late Show, say Late Shows rock. Stoked about it.
Now, the Late Show, the Brooklyn dates are doing fine.
Brooklyn's fine.
Oh, well, then I
just to
eternity
catch you
fine.
up, John's doing a little tour. I'd say a little tour. And the early shows sold out, no problem. But what they're doing is they're adding late shows, and those things are stalling. The late shows are stalling.
An older audience.
She's doing arenas. What venue?
Fonda. She's at the Fonda.
I'm at the Fonda.
Okay, the Fonda's not that big.
The Bridget Fonda.
You're not doing a late show at the Fonda.
No. We're doing, well, it's 10:15, but
The show starts at 10:15?
It's a late show.
That's tonight?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ay, ay, ay.
Is there how many openers?
There's just one.
17.
One opener. Yeah.
Well, first of all,
Lots of guests.
drop the opener.
Lots of special guests.
Start at 10:30. People will be so happy.
I know.
The opener could do 15.
I stopped doing openers. My last
drop
tour
the
was like,
opener
I'm
day
just
up.
going to do I'm opening. It's
Open
my
for
show.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I'll be sitting at home twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah. Kevin Morby. Do you know Kevin Morby?
Absolutely. Love Kevin Morby.
He had a funny tweet last night. He said there should be a band that's called Sold Out, and they only open for bands, so that when you see them playing, it's like Kevin Morby sold out.
Sold out. Well, sometimes it would say featuring sold out though. That would be
That would be a
confusing.
problem.
Yeah.
You'd have to talk to the guy that
He,
does the marquee.
he was going to start a band called Greatest Hits.
Yeah,
And,
That's a great.
First album would be called Volume 1. Second album would be called Volume 2.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Of course, the big one would be a problematic band is the Doors, because what time are you the Doors at
Doors.
Doors.
I didn't think about
Doors
that.
at 9. But the
7.
show, yeah.
Well, that's guaranteed for everyone.
Why doesn't he have a mic?
there we
Because
go.
John, all he wants to do is chime in.
You want to chat?
All you want to do
Can I
is
just ask?
contribute.
Can I ask John one more question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I also started getting into the Beatles because of that, the Sharpling show.
Look at what I
and
do.
I've been on a massive kick since then. You caused a tumultuous shift in my life. But I was wondering what your least favorite songs are right now, John.
My God.
It's getting better.
I mean, I hate to join. I don't want to.
He's mad at you now. John's mad at you.
He's mad at me?
Yeah.
That was Yoko.
That last one was Vic.
That's just Yoko, though.
No, I really am. I'm really falling in love with Paul right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate to join. I feel like the masses and kind of making fun of the quote as John Lennon once said, the granny songs.
Mm-hmm.
But I do sometimes have trouble getting into the songs that are like beep beep it oop.
Which one's that?
Like
Maxwell?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. After Get Back, I'm loving it.
I kind of
Dude,
turn.
Ram was the best.
Ram is so great.
Ram is so
Are you a
so
Beatle? Are you Paul? Are you a Beatle freak?
Yeah. We argue about.
Well, I just read this book, and I swear to God, this book. I'm not gonna. This is not a brag to say I'm a voracious, fast reader, but big, thick book called The McCartney Legacy. Have you heard about this yet?
No.
It is highly. It's like a deep, deep dive into the 69 to 73 period, the first 3 solo records.
I can play bass.
And it is fantastic.
It's good. Yeah.
You want to know how they made Ram? You want to know how they made that first record? They go into the
Well, he played.
He played everything.
All the instruments. Yeah.
On the first
He's an
one.
And that was sponsored by
guitar player.
Ram Trucks?
No.
Not.
Anyways, I'll tell you what I
They paid
sour
for it.
on a little bit with the Beatles, if I have to. Almost lately, it's the psychedelic period, like the Magical Mystery Tour. I Am the Walrus period. It feels like you notice they don't ever kind of go back to that. Like they get it out of their system.
Yeah.
With all the tricks and the.
There's a couple good songs in that.
They
As
went
far as
pretty
Paul
far.
goes, Your Mother Should Know is great.
Yeah.
If you just play the chords in that, it's an incredible song. But,
Sitting on a cornflake.
on a cornflake, yeah. Yeah, but there's some silliness.
Very high.
for
There's
sure.
a lot of kitchen sink going. It's like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I appreciate it. It's
That's
fun,
the best
but-
Beatles,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I guess that's what I mean. It's not the granny songs. It's more the concept songs, like with the narrative songs. And in general, I don't love that.
Like Rocky Raccoon. You're not a Paul narrative guy.
Maybe I'm taking a stance.
All right.
Ignore me.
We've been covering the Wings song "Let Me Roll It."
Oh,
I just heard that
Let-
yesterday for the
So
first
Let me
Such
tell
a
you
great
something.
song.
And
By the
see,
best
he
Wings
told
Here we
me
go.
that
Here
he
we
was
go.
just
Here we
ripping off
go.
Cold Turkey. Yeah,
we
yeah,
go,
you got
yeah.
it.
Wait, how you do it?
I don't know. I don't do it.
Come out tonight to the Fonda.
Jump up and
I used
sing
to do it. Know how to do it.
Guitarmonies.
Let me go.
But I always said he's ripping off Cold Turkey. You know?
Turkey by who?
Tell you how I feel. My heart is like a wheel. Let me roll it. Let me roll it.
Oh, that's fucking
All right.
great.
You got to come out to the Fonda tonight.
Not at 10:30.
Well, that'll be more like midnight.
Give me the brunch show.
With the geriatric
I'll fly out when you're doing like, Cool Town, Seattle or something like that.
Sick.
Are you on tour?
Yeah, we are on tour. We got I don't know, like 13 dudes on a bus.
On a bus?
And,
This show just can't be about talking about numbers.
What did I say? Just the time?
13. I heard 13.
I heard 13.
So every time I say a number,
I
they
like
give me
that.
that.
I didn't even know. I didn't know what I was in for. We saw you when you came to Nashville.
What?
Yeah.
When?
Well, it's been years ago.
It was like right before the pandemic, was it?
Yeah, you and Eric. It was.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
At the Performing Arts Center or
It
something.
started
like
out with some sort of riff on like
country music.
Yeah, bro country.
Yeah, it was good.
really
I liked
good.
the outfits.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And if you remember, that show had a whole pandemic sort of theme at the end of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic.
Ahead of your time.
It was very Nostradamus-y.
And a weird Little Richard thing going on in there too.
Yeah, what was the Little Richard thing? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It was supposed that we might just listen to Little Richard for an hour.
Oh yeah.
And there's a couple songs and you're like, this sucks. Like,
yeah. Why would anybody want that? I mean, God bless
Turns out
Little
I got
Richard who
COVID.
passed away.
Yeah, no, he's great. But yeah, when you go, it's going to go sit in the theater and listen to like a recording of Little Richard.
Yeah.
Well, what should we do, Matt? Because we are at break time, and I want to give them a minute to like gussy
get
up their
set up
music,
and do a tune after.
and then John could get the
not
hell
too
out of
early.
here.
I'm leaving.
Where are you
You
off
can
to?
stay.
I would like
Erdogan?
to stay. No, I have to. It's embarrassing.
Mike. Oh, you,
I'm literally working out.
I thought you were going to go to the Paul
With a trainer.
The Paul is Dead podcast.
Wow. I want to feel this guy's
do you do
muscle.
it at home?
Yeah, on Zoom.
Okay.
I could do it here, actually, in the corner. If you guys don't mind, just pull up my phone.
There's some weights outside.
Yeah.
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 I have so many weights. I can do. I'm doing what are these? What are they called? Curls.
Curls.
Doing 200 pounds on each.
God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So 400 altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
400.
I do
Very
12
good.
sets. I would do 12 reps and 10 sets.
This show just can't be.
That's what people do. Reps and sets.
I want to get those Popeye arms. All right,
7.
we're going to take a quick break. If you're loving the show, this is another all-timer. I can feel it already. We'll be on Patreon, but this you can watch live right now. So we'll be right back with some music from Margo. And John Early will be gone.
2.
One more plug for you. Come here. Come here, you. Come here.
1.
Should we do one more, Mr. Moonlight? Mr. Moonlight, come again, please. Here I am on my knees, begging if you please. And where can people get tickets? Where can people get tickets to your show?
You can go to johnearly.tumblr.com/upcoming. I need you guys to fill the seats at Vancouver, Seattle, Portland, and you guessed it, San Francisco.
Bye, everybody. See you in a minute.
Give me that cold side. Come on, baby, now give me that cold side. Light the candles and pour